Overtime. Project Overtime. Sergio.
Within the next 5 to 7 minutes, I'm going to give you a tool intended to organize your life with your own interest at your own pace. But to understand it, but to really understand it, I'll make a little history about how it came to me. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, I guess. I grew up with several goals, a bunch of goals, and different visions of me. And at some time, I found that I was an adult. I realized that because I was really productive in many areas of my life, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. All those roles start demanding from me. Start demanding as a son. I have demands as a husband, as a father, as a friend, political parties, artistic inclination, everything. Every aspect of me needs a space to express themselves. As the time passed, a couple months ago, I was talking to my son, exercising my mentor role, and I realized that this space that my dimensions needs to be expressed is no other by time. And the time is the most the smallest resource we have in life. It's the smallest resource we have in the life. And then I figure out a matrix to interrelate 4 aspects. And I call it the project over the time. I interrelate, first of all, time. I make a time frame by years. The second aspect, I put everything I think is important reference in my life. I put myself in the first aspect, then my beloved ones, my sons, my mother, my dad. And the 4th aspect was the goals. What goals I have in the life. Nobody of you asked about the 3rd one. The 3rd one was the financial aspect, with us between the 2nd and the 4th. And this is what can you pass it? This is what can force you to change things in your life, because you have goals that can change with the financial requirements in your life. Because if you have goals, as a goal, to travel with your parents, probably you have to do this before 2050, because they don't want to enjoy it. Or if you need to buy a house, probably you have to obtain your certification this year or next year, because you're going to need a rise in your salary, so your income, to make your savings. So this is the matrix I found that can interrelate their 4 elements. I told my son about this, and he was very interested. The result was amazing. 3 weeks later, he talked to me and explained it and told me that he had a plan. And he told me about a chain of goals within 1.5 years, very well structured. It was amazing what the matrix do with him, or what he do with the matrix. He also told me about a travel together. very soon, you want to spend a week with me, probably in the Caribbean or wherever. And last week, I had another hint about the successful of having a plan. It was a question that John made here. John asked, what would you do with an extra hour today? And Matt brilliantly answered, I would read, because he has a plan. The plan to put in a highway. The highway is the time, just the time. Sometimes the highway has 4, 5, 8 lanes. Sometimes has just one. But, gentlemen, my son told me he never thought about interrelate this 4 aspect in this way. I didn't also. But now you have the burden on you. Now you have how to interrelate that. And it's up to you. Make your own matrix, your project over the time. Thank you.